Here, make sure y'all like the stream. Let's see what the likes are at. Make sure y'all like the stream, man. What the he's is wrong with these women?
These young dudes don't care and throw counters.
Thanks. Now I want to say this. I want to say this to everybody listening. You need to choose better in order to have better. Because if you don't, you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're being smacked around by your wife. You're being smacked around by your girlfriend, even your baby's mother. Some of you guys get smacked around by your baby mamas. There are videos of women smacking, punching, and trying to fight their baby's father. These are men they chose to have relations with. And that's what's funny to me, man. You females, y'all out here sleeping with these guys, right? You sleeping with these guys, and then you get mad at him when the relationship doesn't work. You chose your path in life. Now you want to be upset. You should choose better. You should choose better. It ain't just the teenage females that are doing this. You got women in their 30s and 40s still having children, choosing the wrong men. Men that they end up resenting and hating. You got to understand that. And it's ultimately up to the choices that they make. Now, whenever you, as men, retaliate, whenever you men decide to stand up for yourselves, you're going to be shamed and criticized because that's a female. You know, you're not supposed to do that to women. Let me tell you something. Women aren't supposed to put their hands on men. I don't care if you don't like him or not. I don't care if he's not listening to you or not. This culture that we have, the women are allowed to just do whatever. The women are allowed to act any kind of way. That's just simply not right. That's not right that women are allowed to degrade themselves without any type of accountability. They are allowed to engage in different sorts of idiotic behavior. They are allowed to put hands on people.
If that was a thug, she wouldn't have did that. She would have ended up on Fatal Attraction.
That's why I tell y'all, man, appreciate that, LJ. That's why I say that these women pick and choose. These women pick and choose who they do this to. Women pick and choose. They pick and choose. I'm telling you, she's dealt with men who smacked her around before. But she's not used to a man that doesn't do that to her. Now, what she will say is that he put hands on her. He was abusive to her. That's what all women say when they get out of relationships with a man or they divorce a man. They always claim an abuse. But there's evidence of you putting hands on him. This woman knocked her own jewelry off trying to hit this guy as hard as she could. There is evidence that of the contrary. This is not the actions of a woman that's abused. So we can't use that excuse. That excuse will not be accepted. A lot of you westernized modern women are crazy. A lot of you are highly delusional. A lot of you will have a very tough time ever getting married. A lot of you will have a very difficult time maintaining long-term relationships because of that mental instability that you're dealing with. That childhood trauma, that teenage trauma that you've never gotten over. A lot of y'all are your own worst enemy. Stop blaming everybody else. You're your own worst enemy. You have nobody but yourself to blame. Everybody want to look at situations where a woman will hit a guy they think it's funny. That's not funny. That's a woman who clearly has issues with men. And she will get with a nice guy that has a very good view of women, that respects women, and she will take advantage of that. She will take advantage of that. And that's what's happening. But a lot of you westernized women, y'all are highly delusional. A lot of y'all are mentally unstable. A lot of you can't raise children. Y'all want to blame everybody else. You're out here choosing broke, dysfunctional males to procreate with. I would never understand how a woman can get turned on by a guy that can't even pay not one bill in the house. Can't pay one bill. Can't even pay the water bill. Can't pay the Wi-Fi bill. But this is a man you're laying up with every day. And when he leaves you, now you mad at him. Now he every name in the book. But you knew that before you had relations with him unprotected. When he was your boo. When he was all over your social media. You were proud of him. You were proud of that bum. That you were so proud of that bum. You even argued with family members over this guy. Yes, you did. So we're not going to let y'all forget that. All you single mothers, all you baby mamas who used to be proud of the broke, bummy males that you ended up having children by, we're not going to let y'all forget how proud you were to be with those guys. Y'all were proud to be with those men or those males. You were proud to be their girlfriend. You showing them off, even though he ain't got no place to stay. He ain't got no car, fresh out of jail. But you showing them off though. But now all of a sudden, you know, you don't like them. You don't respect them. Let me get back to this particular video here that I'm reacting to. Let me tell y'all something, man. This is becoming the majority of women. This mentally unstable male hatred. Shout out to Showtime Williams. But men all across the world is getting disrespected. Don't matter what country you're in. Women with that Western mindset, they think that they have some sort of power. They think that they can treat you any kind of way. You don't go nowhere.
OMG. I am Jamaican and she would have been laying on her back the first time she swung on me.
You said that. See, that's the thing. These women pick and choose who they do this to. They know a man who's going to smack them back if they do that to him. Again, they get with you nice guys, you good guys, and they totally disrespect you. They basically take advantage of how your nature is. So, again, man, I want y'all to understand that the reason why I speak on topics like this is because the media wants to paint this narrative that women are victims and men are just victimizing women for no reason, that men are coming after women, disrespecting them, abusing them. They pushing this narrative because they want women to be perpetual victims. They want Western women to be perpetual victims. And we need to end that. It's time to end that. It's time for that to be done away with because we know that's BS. We know that's BS. And it's being proved every single day.
When they complain about their baby fathers and say he is a loser, most of the time they knew he was a bum and still had kids with him. What changed?
Right, Robert. What changed was that they realized that he wasn't going to change. They realized he's going to be exactly who he is. See, they think that they can change these guys into productive men. They really believe that. There's a video that's going viral. I may do a response on it. I am going to do a response on it. There was a woman who talked about how when she met her husband, he was literally living on the street. He was literally living on the street. She took him home. She cleaned him up, quote unquote. They started dating. They had a child together. They got married. She bought him a car. And I'm saying to myself, why would you go through that? Do you want a stay-at-home husband, stay-at-home boyfriend? Like, who does that? You got women that are literally taking bums off the street. I'm not going to say they're bums. But for the sake of the argument, I'm going to use that. These are probably good people. Okay. I will say citizens. You're taking these citizens off the street and you're trying to clean them up for what? Oh, because again, you want to build a man. You want to see women have this toy complex. Every man to them is a toy that they can take out of the box and they can fix up and try to, how women like when they get those toy dolls and they can dress them up. They want to dress up a guy. They want to clean him up, right? This is where a lot of Western women, this is how far they have completely fallen. That they are literally taking men off the street trying to fix them up to be the man that they want just so they can control that man. Women want control. That's why I say they're done. What happens when you done clean them up, you done bought them a car, you done had a kid with him? If you're making a lot of money, he could leave you and get custody of the child and have you paying child support. Because you want power and say so in a relationship so badly. And a lot of these women don't understand this until these men leave them and drag them through courts. Then they have that epiphany like, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, you shouldn't have. Yeah, you shouldn't have.